right. Talos Principle. I wanted to play yesterday on New Year's Eve, but I didn't get to. It is now New Year's Day, and I will get to. Here we go. What was the last one? It was those activators. That's right, and it felt strange to beat that level. I didn't much care for it. I hope that all the levels aren't like this. I'm hoping that they're not all going to be puzzles like that. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. But so far, activators, not impressed. What do you got for me? Maybe I should read a little bit. What a view. Anthropos. Perfect. Not reading this one. Sorry, folks. The Folly of Time from 42 Tales by Athanasius. I think I've tried to say this many different ways and never come up with the same one twice. The spirit of time was angry at Straton of Stygira, for the old philosopher had asked questions that were forbidden. If man is no more than dust, it said to him, then I shall turn you back to dust, and my winds will disperse you to the far corners of the world. Thus you will be nothing, and your questions will trouble me no more. And so time did, and Straton of Stygira was nothing. But Straton's voice did not cease, and time was perplexed. All across this domain it searched for Straton, yet he was nowhere to be found. Only his books remained, and of these men made copies, and Straton's voice grew louder. Now time was furious, but Straton laughed and laughed and laughed. That one's cool. I like that little story. We're off to a good start today. Something I couldn't read, and then something I liked to read. Let's see what this one is. Archived message from Mitku to Athena. Dear Athena, Byron once asked me why we seem unable to perceive the dam. I asked him what he meant, and he said that people cannot seem to really grasp the dam as an object. They can be moved by the sight of a mountain or a gorge, but the dam seems insignificant to them. Look at it, he told me. Just look at it and try to understand that people made that. Try to really see it. It took me a while to fully understand what he meant. It takes conscious effort to open one's mind to the ecstatic beauty that is hidden in every human accomplishment, and further conscious effort to maintain this ability. If only we were capable of seeing this beauty by default, the world might be a very different place. But it seems the ancients had the same problem. Why am I writing this to you, who may not even be reading these messages? Because today is one of those days when it feels like I'm the only one who still sees that beauty. I tried talking about it to Linux, but while I admire her principles, she isn't open to a more poetic experience. Or perhaps I just express myself awkwardly. I don't know. All I know is that it's hard to see something so beautiful and not be able to share it. Respectfully, Mitku. Gosh! Another really good one. Maybe I'm just in a good mood today, but I'm totally down. Yeah. There's one particular line that really resonates with me. I tried talking about it to Linux, but while I admire her principles, she isn't open to a more poetic experience. And then here's the line. Or perhaps I just express myself awkwardly. I don't know. Yeah, everyone has things that they're like super passionate about, super hyped about. And sometimes we try and share these things, and it just completely falls flat. Now, there's more to this passage than just that. Like, that's just one small piece of the passage. There's all the question of man-made objects and how grandiose they can be, and do people really appreciate that? Like, looking at the pyramids, you know. In fact, I'd say that the pyramids themselves are even more, like, ridiculously insane to think about because of the people that made them, you know. We wouldn't struggle to make the pyramids now from a standpoint of like the actual physical effort of moving things. Now, it might be hard to design them, and we wouldn't get away with it for whatever reason. But in terms of just relocating giant chunks of rock. We've become pretty good at that as a species. But back then, that must have seemed like an impossibility, and the people who built the pyramids, they pretty much achieved the impossible, so. Whew, I'm in a good mood. And look at this view. It, you know, they placed that passage right here. Look at this. All right. And now back to activators, he said dejectedly. Hopefully the next activator puzzle is more interesting. Permeability. Okay, so we got 1 activator, 2 activators, 3 is that an activator? I don't know. What is this? A driller. Mr. Driller. Okay. So... Right. Why is that one? Oh, it is. It is. Okay. And then... okay. I'm gonna turn down my volume. I was watching a video before this with quiet audio, and I think... Okay. Hopefully we're better now. Yeah, sounds good to me. I'm just changing my headphones, so I wanted to explain the pause in my play session. It wasn't... Oh, snap! Oh, this is so awesome. It wasn't that I fell asleep again, like the other day. Alright, so I think what I'm going to want to do here... is... This isn't purple, though. I was thinking that I could maybe... I'm not speaking words out loud. I started a sentence and didn't finish it, so for the viewers, it's probably very frustrating. What I'm thinking was that I want to shoot a laser in here somehow, and then I could... Oh, I don't know what I want to do, now that I think about it, because I'm going to need to activate this. So in order to activate this... oh. Okay, I think I'm going to need to put one in there, and another one here. But the trick is to get this one out, and that's where I'm stuck right now in my head. I also don't much care for the noise that these activators are making. So far, this is my least favorite thing, and for multiple reasons. Okay, so if I go in here... Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to do this. I got it. It wasn't that hard. Okay. And now I'll put this through. Oh. And I should be able to walk through there. Take this. Put it here. Grab you. I don't need this driller anymore. But it feels like I want to use it. I want to use it for something. Let's drill that guy's eye. That seems unusually cruel. Why would I think to do that? I don't know, but... There. Oh, it's not drilling his eye. I do wonder, though. There's all these holes all around.
Admit, these truly are astonishing sights.
Yeah, thanks, Herman.
But what on earth is any of it good for? Why not just let mountains be mountains?
You're exactly what I was talking about before when I read that thing that someone else said. Okay, Yeah, I want to use a drill. There's what's interesting is like this area has a bunch of holes that are like perfectly shaped circular holes, which makes me think of drills, which makes me subconsciously want to like look for somewhere to drill. Drill, baby, drill. Okay, we're going on. That was a little bit better, but honestly, I don't know. There's something about these activator puzzles that just not a huge fan of. I don't know why. Maybe every single person, bar none, who plays this game says the same thing. And they're like, oh god, these easy activator puzzles, we better put them at the second to last world so that people enjoy our game before they get to them. I'm just being silly. No, I think there'll be some cool stuff going on with activators. They feel very much like a mechanic that will work really well with some other mechanics. Like using an activator to shoot something. Like what I was expecting to have to do was like use the activator to activate the drill, which then does something. But drills don't need to be activated, so it would need to be something else. What do activators activate besides like the fan? Is if there's a fan that's not on, would an activator turn it on? I don't know. Well, look at you, buddy. And there's a thing to connect to. I mean, something has to be hidden over here, right? Oh. Okay. That's so cool, though. And not a single upside down metal pyramid. Hi, Al.
What can I do for you?
Do you think the goal is a myth?
It's possible. I won't trust Prometheus until he actually leads us to Byron, but yeah, seems likely. But even if it is a myth, that doesn't mean we can just abandon it.
Sure it does, buddy.
Myths can contain elements of truth, and I think this one exists for a reason. Maybe we had to create this imaginary founder because the real one lost her way.
Listen, Al, you're not making much sense right now.
It's the only way I can explain what she's built here. She got wrapped up in her ideas and lost all sense of perspective.
Wow. This guy is judgy. Was he always this judgy? I don't remember. That's what you get when you don't play, except like once every 3 months. What do you make of Crier?
Byron couldn't stand him. Have you ever tried asking the mayor a difficult question, he used to say? But I think he does an all right job, to be honest. I try to stay out of their circuits, and they try to stay out of mine. Helga is an old friend, but the others, they're not my crowd.
All right. What are your thoughts on the theory of everything?
People have thought they understood everything before. Obviously, Athena has unlocked tremendous powers, but forgive me if I'm skeptical that her theory really encompasses everything.
Yeah, maybe there's a bagel that it doesn't include. An everything bagel. Yeah, that's right. I saw everything everywhere all once. Alright. Finally, I get to ask a question. I mean, I've been asking questions this whole time, but this question is a question that I get to ask based on his statements, which makes it a more real question. But what if it does?
Then I don't think it's something we need to know. We're not going to find happiness or meaning in some equation, 1K.
Okay. And what about Herman?
He's smarter than people give him credit for. There's more to some folks than meets the eye, you know.
That could be like a very loaded compliment. Everyone thinks he's absolutely an idiot. And he's only slightly smarter than they give him credit for. No, I don't know. Conveyance. Take that jammer. Alright. Okay. Here we go. So I'm assuming an activator will activate this thing. It's gotta. Well, let's start with this. Oh. It's not. Let's start with... I gotcha. Okay. This is so far a better puzzle. Yeah. I mean, good enough. But it would be even better for me if I put this closer. Oop. Like, right there. Yeah. There we go. What do I got? Is this a laser connector? Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere. Right. So I'm assuming I just want that here so I could jump. Oh, wait, maybe no. You know, I'm a little confused about... Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We are going to keep this open. Like that. Pick this baby up. And we're going to see what I can activate from here. Oh yeah, why does the gate open? I don't understand that part. Right about there. Haha, that's funny. Okay. I have a theory. Oh, I didn't keep it connected. Yep. Oh! I guess I'll, go the other way. No. Fine. We'll just run in a big circle until it's time to go back and... Okay, this I'm just gonna run up against it. That'll get me in. Fine. You know what? Fine. We'll just run in a circle until this time it's actually time to do what I need to do. I'll do it the right way, even though I wanted to do it the fast and easy way. I hope I'm not making anyone dizzy by running in a circle like this. I'll stop running in a circle just for you. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. No, that's not how we're gonna do this. We're going to take this off of here. Okay. I want to do... What I'm trying to think about is putting something here to block it. The thing is, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Okay, so I can't... Oh, I can block it with this. Okay. Let me just make sure it works. Sure does. Okay. It's not even blocking it, I could just jam it in place. That's interesting. Alright. Now, before I move on, where was that beam? Where was it? It was down here. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Alright. There you are. There you are. Oh, almost. There we go. I think this is the first time in a long time I've found and followed a beam. Right. Okay. Is that the right color? I bet it isn't. I can't actually tell what color I need here. Is it green? Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Huh. Usually, it's pretty obvious what color. What am I missing? I have no idea. I can't really. Can I zoom in? Huh. Well, I don't know. What if I need to drill it? That doesn't seem right, but I'm gonna go take a look. I can't see it from here, can I? It's on the other side of this wall. Oh, okay. I'll move on. This level is pretty large and not super fun to navigate so far. Here's a little hideaway hole. Aha. Okay. But boy, are the vistas beautiful. Huh. Okay. Let's go in this puzzle, why don't we? This is number 5. Sure is. Balance. Aha! I was wondering about this. So fan will probably be activated by an activator. me. I apologize if you heard that belch. I tried to keep it very quiet. Right, and then I will get myself some cubes. Will each cube go on a fan? It sure seems like it, because this level is called Balance. Why would I need 2? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. So I need the fans, if I want the fans to be going, I need the activator. I think having 2 fans and 2 cubes, I think that's a red herring. I think what I need to do, what I mean is like, it's not you put 1 fan on each cube. I think it's more like, oh, okay, so you start by putting 1 fan on each cube, but what I mean is this. Where's the activator? Oh. Stand on this, please. Thank you. Alright. And then, I need that up here. Yeah, this is my theory. I think we're good. What would be the easiest and quickest way to do this? I think... No, I probably needed to have the other cube. Okay. Watch this. Pro strats. Okay, and then I'm gonna get you. And we're gonna put you in the way. And we're gonna take you. Sure. I'm gonna do this stupid way. Okay, I'm not gonna do this stupid way. Okay, so what I want to do is grab you, connect you to there, put you down there. Sure. Now this goes here, but I'm fairly certain I need the cube, don't I? Yeah. Okay. That would be too convenient. Okay. No! Gosh, that is so annoying. I guess I have to get the other cube again. Oh, I keep walking off the edge. Don't do that anymore. How is this happening? I swear I was on that cube. Look, I'm on the cube. Thank you. Okay. What's the actual best way to do this? I had it before, didn't I? Like, oh. Interesting. Okay, right? Now I need the cube. And don't... There we go. Okay, so let's be very, very careful when I don't want this to fall. I want this in the middle. That seems fine. Right? Yes, finally. Jeez. Alright. This is one of those cases where I pretty much knew what the end result would have to be. It was just really annoying to get it there. Oh, at least they are rewarding me with...
touch the bridge device?
You can, but should you?
Okay.
The age-old question. This is pretty water. What was over here? Is that the correct direction to go in? I think that might be the right way to go, but maybe not. Oh no, I don't know. I think maybe this will lead to an optional triangle puzzle. I hope. Gosh, what a good song. It's triangular, alright. 2 to 3. Right, okay, okay, alright, okay. What do we got here? Yep. Okay. That doesn't help even a little bit. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Huh. What an intriguing beginning. I guess. Is it as simple as doing that? Yes, it is. Alright, alright. So now... is the next one as simple as doing this? Okay. Alright, alright. Inverter. Is this a trick? I have a weird feeling. All right. I don't know. It only works with blue. So, my first instinct is that this corner is really close to the inside of that other chamber. If I were to put the thing there, it would just open this door for me. But the trick is then I'm stuck out here. Like, if I were to put it here, it just opens the door where I need to go. But I can't get in. Unless there's something I'm missing. Which is possible. So, theoretically, if I'm correct, I will want to find a place that opens this one, and this one. That does not seem possible. I don't think there's any way I can get the activator in here. Man, wow. I don't even have a configuration in mind for how to finish this. If I could be in here with the activator in that little corner, then I'm good. But I don't think I can be in here when that happens. No. I'm in trouble. Alright, so theoretically, like if I were to put this here, and then open this, is that it? I guess so. Wow, okay. It's just one of those, it's an old school puzzle of just finding the place to put the laser. Oh man. This is so cool.
Cornelius and Athena created something amazing. They just misunderstood what it was. They thought their great invention was the megastructure. But in fact, it was Miranda. And because they couldn't see that, they lost her.
Huh. I don't know. If I don't know how I feel about that statement. Oh look, I've been waiting for this place anyway.
1K, we have made a fascinating discovery at one of the Founders' laboratories. Please join me at your earliest convenience.
Is it the one that I'm at? Oh snap, frame rate is dying. Frame rate is dying. They must be down here. Is this not it? Oh, there they are. There's so much more to do, though. I can't just go say hi to them. What about this door? Is this a server room? Okay.
Ah, 1K. Good that you're here. We've made a discovery. A functional somnodrome. It seems the founder perfected the design. I'm sure you've noticed my advisors, and Rand in particular, making quite a fuss about the potential of this device. Something about interfacing with one's subconscious self, as if such a thing could tell us anything new.
I don't really remember Rand. Like, the name Rand has two meanings to me. It's like, Rand, like random number. But it's also like Rand, like the author, who's like super libertarian. I'm not sure I'd want to trust either of those two things. I'm curious what you think.
I am. I believe the Founder has already taught us everything we need. As I see it, neither the Somnodrome nor the megastructure have anything to offer except a lesson in avoiding hubris. So, what should we do with it?
Oh boy. Well, there's really only one thing I could do, and it's the middle one. Like, this is a video game. You gotta video the game. Was I the one that went into one earlier, or was that Byron? He got sucked up into nothingness. All right, let's see what happens.
I'll watch to be sure you don't overload.
I mean, I don't know if I trust this guy. Where was the choice that's like, I'll strap you in and see what you come out thinking afterwards? It's funny, I suppose. For the longest time I wondered whether that old human self-hatred we somehow carried with us was Milton. I thought he might have corrupted us, overwhelmed us with his cynicism. But I was being unfair. Whatever it is, it's not Milton. It's us. Still, this excursion into solipsism hasn't been entirely for nothing. The Somnodrome technology provides an excellent basis for a better way of directly interfacing with the Noema project. Is Milton the AI from the first game? That was Elohim, but I think, like, I don't remember what Milton was. Oh, whatever. Here goes, nothing. I wish we had what's her name here? Or their name, I don't know. Ah. Nice tropical paradise. Haha, here we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh. I've clicked every single one I thought except the one I thought I was going to be. But I guess help actually just tells you which one it's going to be. Version 2 final. All right. I don't know what I just did. Hmm. Oh, hello. Miltohim.
Oh, you're back. Didn't take you long. Yes, intrinsically. I'm what you might call a primordial element of the human psyche, an adjudicator of what is and what isn't. I'm afraid I'm the best you've got. I am, in fact, a merged iteration of the two control programs which gave life to your kind, retaining, of course, the absolute best of both. That means I can tell you that everything's contradictory, nothing matters, and there's no moral difference between you and a frog.
Well, that's a
But I can
relief.
dress the whole thing up with a positive spin.
Yes, please.
What is your query? You've executed some kind of software backdoor, and now you're reading and editing your own subconscious code as represented by this dialogue.
Fun.
I'd be careful if I were you. One bad for loop, and we'll be here forever. I can answer your queries in relatively plain language, based on what your subconscious knows. And I can drink margaritas subconsciously. The so-called real world. Personally, I prefer it in here, and not just because I'm unable to leave. On one interpretive extreme, you are the universal life force of time itself, experiencing itself as a part instead of the whole. At the other extreme, you're a metal contraption referred to as 1K that thinks it's alive, but is basically a calculator.
Fair. I don't know if I want to click this, but I guess I'm gonna have to.
The machine we're plugged into is running low on power. There may only be time for one big question.
Oh, great.
What is your query?
I'm tempted to ask the joke question.
Yes, to a limit.
Here we go.
I am you. So I would probably ask that one. But that's only going to land us in an infinite regression, so I'd better pick something else. How about I just tell you about the big one?
Sure.
As it turns out, there is a foundational moral code built into us. The catch is that while the moral code is simple, the calculations needed to apply it become infinitely complex. Here's the secret. Every living creature is a compiler of the moral code. Your compiler can't give you a rule set for what's good, but it can tell you when there's bugs.
I'd like you to elaborate if possible,
You
please.
came here to ask the big question. This is my answer. Your capacity for reason and compassion is your moral compiler. The only rule is to live by it. Has that resolved your query? expected no less. What is your query?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Moral disagreement comes in two shapes: mistaken and extra mistaken. Some of the time, people are acting from compassion, but with bad reasoning. But most of the time, it's because someone thinks that what's right for them must be right for everyone else.
Dang, if that isn't true. I'm a really smart guy on the inside, apparently.
Then let's tackle the big question. A trolley will
Yep.
collide with someone.
Here we go.
But who should it hit? Your compiler is telling you both options are bad. So which should you choose? Many moral questions have universally agreeable answers, but some stubbornly trend to infinity. Some, the more you zoom into them, the more wild the outcomes become. Is it right to love someone who's done terrible things? Which of the children should I sacrifice to the trolley god? These aren't the sorts of questions we can solve with a rule. We just have to trust the outcome of our moral compilers. Suppose there's a river we need to cross. Suppose I gave you a map. If you tried to cross that river before reading the map, you'd be chest deep in water when there's a bridge around the bend. But if you tried to cross by looking at the map instead of the river, you'd already be dragged 3 miles out to sea. But you'd never ask, how should I know when to trust the map or the river? Because all you need to trust is that your feet are getting wet. And you wouldn't tell people not to cross at the ford just because you decided to cross at the bridge. Now, has that resolved your query? Of course. Looks like we're running out of power. Good luck getting anyone out there to believe you. Terminating Somnodrome _V2_final_final.bat.
That was fun. That was a really cool little section. I'm glad that I did this on the day where I had a lot of time. Because that took longer than I expected. Like that little section. I enjoyed myself.
1K, are you all right?
I think so.
You must have gone quite deep. Nothing came through on the stream. And I'm no expert, but I think the Somnodrome is fried. So whatever's in your head is all we're going to get. I can only imagine how terribly curious everyone will be about what you've experienced. And they'll all be convinced that whatever it is, it'll work in their favor. Strange, isn't it? Everyone wanting you to tell them whatever they want to hear. I'm glad not to be the one in that position just this once.
Alright. That wins me over a little bit, Mr. Mayor. I see where you're coming from. Oh, and are you about to impress me even more?
A little, if I'm
Okay.
honest.
That's
But
fair.
I'll be reading reports on this for the next 6 months. So if it's all the same with you, I'll contain my curiosity. Now, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Thank you, buddy. Herman, you're not as dumb as everyone thinks you are.
"1K,
Hello.
what did you see inside the Somnodrome?" "My word. What did it tell you?"
Oh boy. Oh, I have to sum all that up in one sentence.
Oh, Oh dear. Your expedition has caused enough upheaval already. The last thing we need is a malfunctioning machine spouting moral ambiguities. It might be best if whatever garbled data you have stored in your memory regarding this event remains in your memory. Exclusively. You didn't sound too sure when you described your experience. Sounds like you don't recall much at all. Isn't that right? Look, 1K. If we start telling people there are no rules and they should do whatever they feel like, then before you know it, we'll have 10 billion robots and a healthy world war. Change is inevitable. Our survival is not.
That's fair.
And here I was taking you for a reliable team player. A mistake I won't repeat. Just remember, there's still time to change your mind. Cryer is setting up a live event so you can formally address the people on this matter. When you're ready, we'll all be watching.
Wish I could just play the video of what happened. But then everyone would be upset that I asked the questions that I asked instead of the questions that they would have asked.
1K, the people want to know what data you gathered from the Somnodrome. We're all set up for you to talk to them live. That's fine. Please let me know when you're ready. This is an important story.
Alright. I don't know yet. I want to go solve one more puzzle, and then I'll probably be done for the evening. Let's see. Have I done number 6? I do not believe so. Let us do number 6. Ascent. Ascent of a woman. No, that's not right. Where's the thingy? Where's the thingy? Oh, duh. Right there. What else do I got? A cubey cube. Another activator. Okay. Alright. So far, pretty straightforward. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put this there, I guess. And then activate the fan, but why? Why am I going to activate the fan? Why am I going to activate the fan? Oh. Huh. Okay, is it just as simple as doing this? I want this one here. I have to switch them somehow. Interesting. Is there a red? Huh. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting a little tired again. So, this was more complicated than I thought, because this whole back section, I thought I was just going to be putting a an activator like on this cube for some reason out here to reach something. I didn't know what I was doing. But I'm going to have to activate the fan with the button, I think, or with an activator. Where I'm at is that I don't get what this is for, even a little bit. I shot the cube. Oh. Oh. That's kind of cool. Okay. Never would have thought to do this. Yeah. Alright, that was pretty neat, not gonna lie. Nice job, game. Okay. Was that a mistake? Maybe. Okay. I mean, okay, so I need to be on the cube. Okay. Oh, it's much more instant than I thought. Okay. Okay, let's put this here for now. How's that? That better? Oh. Alright, we're good now, right? Yeah. In fact, a little too good. Okay, now we're good. There we go. Alright. Good timing. I gotta get going. But this was the longest session in a long time.
What would you say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What about the decision to free Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus entity was a calculated risk. But if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority, not this alleged theory of everything.
All right. The plot thickens. I don't actually mean that. The plot isn't like getting much thicker, but I just wanted some clever way to end this video, and I guess that's all I could come up with. So, the plot thickens. See you next time.